The Clock Assembly Toolkit will allow you to create your own custom clock applications. Now, of course, the iPhone has its own clock, and there are many clock apps out there, but this application lets you create clocks that do exactly what it is that you want them to do. So when you launch the app here, it explains some of the key concepts as to how the app works. So obviously, there's the tutorial here, and then of course, we're going to see some sample apps. So I'm just going to tap close just to get through this. So now we have some apps. We have an alarm clock application that's already made and a couple of sample apps as well. So what you do is you create an application, you create all of the widgets and the different elements of the application so that you can truly create a custom clock app. So for example, let's tap on the name here, which takes us in to the main editor where we can give it a title and a description. And then of course we have our widgets down here as well. So for example, this is the application widget, and we have different settings here like a shake detection, auto lock disable, background image, shake monitor enabled, different elements of that widget. We also have buttons that we can give actions to, as well as titles, different sizes, and text and all that stuff. The digital clock widget for the alarm with the alarm time. And then, of course, the snooze label as well. Those are all elements of a good alarm clock. So when we hit run to run the application, you can see that we have our clock right here, and it gives us our time. And I simply tap to see the alarm time that it has given us. And so this application now runs as a typical clock with an alarm clock. And it has a nice little background, some nice font and everything. These are all elements that you can set up from within the application to create a custom app for yourself. So all you simply do is click Add. And you can see here you give it a title, a description, and you start to add widgets to create your own custom application. And then it adds it right to the list right here. So you can see that there are some other sample apps. Here is a stopwatch that's very simple. You hear there's a little bit of a sound in there too, kind of a ticking sound. And we also have a timer. We could set that timer and then turn it on. And then we have just a typical analog clock. And you'll notice that it also has a ticking sound to go with the second hand. So there are lots of different options in this application to create your own custom clock with your own custom functionality. It's totally up to you what you do with it, and to create great apps so that you don't have to buy them anymore. This is the last clock app you'll ever have to buy because you can create your own custom clock applications. So definitely check out this app, especially if you love to kind of tinker with things and create your own custom stuff. This is going to be a fun application for you.